At the beginning of this year, we told you about James Anderson, the man who every year for the past decade has completed an incredible physical feat. This year was no different. We caught up with him in Peninsula as he prepares to take on his biggest challenge yet and talked to him about the powerful reason why he is so committed.
It might be raining at the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, but that isn't stopping James Anderson from getting in a run.
I remember my first training run about 2.5 months ago. 4 miles was it killed me.
He's come a long way since then, putting in the work to prep for a 100-mile ultra marathon through Northeast Ohio.
Hopefully you've worked out a lot of the kinks in the training process so that race day goes as smooth as it can, knowing that something's going to come up.
Especially since Anderson says that run will likely take 28 to 30 hours.
You're going to be hurting, your body's going to break down, you're going to fall apart.
But this feat will be as much mental as it is physical.
Just having a tough mind, which I feel like that part I have down.
No doubt about it, considering what he's been through.
My recovery in general over the last 10 years has been everything. It truly gave me a life worth living.
Anderson's struggle with addiction began at just 15 years old. He used marijuana and alcohol, then prescription pills, heroin, and crack. He paid the price with prison time.
I know what it feels like, and it is miserable. I know what that pain feels like. I know what it feels like to not want to live your life the way that you're living it every day, but be stuck in that vicious cycle over and over and over again.
On October 14th, 2013, Anderson got clean. Each year since, he's done an extreme fitness challenge to mark the day, from 8 hours of burpees to hiking Mount Kilimanjaro.
Where does it come from? I don't know, probably some feelings of inadequacy and insecurity from my addiction, right? If I'm being honest. It's me proving to myself that I'm capable.
This time, he's taking on this 100-mile challenge, not only for himself, but for those still fighting. He's raising money for Jadfa House, a nonprofit which supports people in recovery. From addict to athlete, Anderson is proving it's possible to get your life back on track. It just takes one step at a time.
I could have never imagined the life that I have today, then. It just shows that if if you keep showing up in your life and putting in the work and truly working on yourself to develop yourself and kind of, I guess, work through your demons, anything's really possible.
Well, as for what he wants to do for year 11, he says maybe just a nice day hike in another country somewhere, something easier. You can actually follow along with Anderson the day of the race. It's this weekend. He'll have live updates on his Facebook page, and you can actually even run with him for the final stretch as he crosses the finish line. For all of that information, head to WKYC.com.
Wow, so impressive. That's
right?
Awesome.
That's a great follow-up that you followed his journey, but to see someone clearly hit rock bottom and then literally climb the highest rocks in the world, it's really impressive, and I think that he can actually inspire others who might be finding themselves in a difficult situation. There's so many of us who are, and that you can turn it around. Just gotta have a strong mind.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the physical aspect is just one part of it. He's kind of tailored that into his own physical fitness training business. He has an events business. He's getting into public speaking. So he really is at the top of his game and has so many different avenues in his life, including a wonderful wife, a home, a kitty cat to show for it. So incredible what he's accomplished.
Nice story. Thanks for bringing that for us.